If you've ever watched a finance video or read an investing article, you've probably heard the words stocks, shares, and equity used again and again, sometimes in the same sentence. Most beginners assume they all mean the same thing. But then confusion starts to build when different people use them in different ways. One person says, "I invest in stocks," another says, "I bought shares," and someone else talks about building equity. So, which one is correct? And more importantly, what do these words actually mean for someone who is just starting out? This confusion may seem small, but it often becomes the first mental block that stops people from learning investing properly. When basic terms are unclear, everything else feels complicated. In this video, I'm going to clear that confusion once and for all by explaining stocks, shares, and equity in the simplest way possible. This explanation is made specifically for beginners, no technical language, no textbook definitions, and no assumptions that you already understand finance. I'll use clear examples so you can finally see how these terms are connected, how they are different, and when each one is actually used in real life. By the end of this video, you'll be able to listen to finance content, read market news, and use investing apps with confidence, knowing exactly what people mean when they say stocks, shares, or equity. Ever heard people say, "I invest in stocks," and wondered what that really means? Let's break it down. When you hear the word stocks, think big picture. It's a general term, kind of like saying, "I invest in real estate." You're not talking about a specific house, but the entire category of property. In the same way, stocks refers to ownership in publicly traded companies as a whole. It's the entire market. So, when news reports say the stock market is up, they're talking about stocks in this broad sense. This is your entry point into understanding the world of investing. It's not one single thing you buy, but a massive category of investments that lets you participate in the growth of all sorts of businesses without having to run them yourself. Once you get that stocks are a general concept, everything else starts to make a lot more sense. So, if stocks is the big category, what are you actually buying? The answer is shares. Shares are the specific individual units of ownership in a company. Imagine a company is a big pizza. To let other people own a piece, they cut it into slices. Each slice is a share. When a company goes public, it divides its ownership into millions of these tiny pieces, or shares. If you buy 10 of them, you own 10 shares of that company. You have a specific, countable piece of ownership. When you use an investment app, you're not just buying stocks, you're buying a certain number of shares of a specific company. Like Apple or Tesla, your account statement will show you exactly how many shares you own. So remember, stocks are the general idea, but shares are the actual units you own. Knowing this simple difference is a huge step in your investing journey. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips.
Equity refers to the value of ownership rather than the number of units. While shares tell you how many pieces you own, equity tells you what those pieces are worth. Equity represents your financial stake in a company. The easiest way to understand the difference is to see how these terms work together. Stocks are the broad category, the overall idea of investing in ownership-based assets. Shares are the specific units you buy in a company. Equity is the value of those shares. Think of it like this: stocks are the market, shares are the pieces, and equity is the worth of what you own. In casual conversation, people often use these words interchangeably, which is why beginners get confused. However, professionals use them differently depending on the situation. News headlines talk about stocks, trading apps talk about shares, and financial planning discussions talk about equity. None of these terms are wrong. They just describe different angles of the same idea. Once you understand this relationship, finance language becomes much easier to follow. Let's use a simple example. Imagine a company worth $100,000 that is divided into 1,000 shares. Each share is worth $100. If you buy 10 shares, you own part of the company. You can say you invested in stocks because you invested in the stock market. You can say you own shares because you own 10 units. And you can say you have equity worth $1,000 because that is the value of your ownership. All three statements are correct, but they describe different aspects of the same investment. This is how professionals think about ownership. Using examples like this helps you stop seeing these terms as separate or confusing ideas and start seeing them as connected pieces of one system. Understanding the difference between stocks, shares, and equity gives you confidence as a beginner. It helps you understand investing apps, read financial news, and follow educational content without feeling lost. When someone talks about market performance, you know they mean stocks in general. When your app shows how many units you own, you know those are shares. And when you track your portfolio value, you know that's your equity. This clarity prevents beginner mistakes and builds a strong foundation for learning more advanced topics later. Investing is not just about money, it's about understanding language. Once the language becomes clear, everything else becomes easier. This knowledge may seem small, but it is one of the most important steps in becoming a confident investor. To bring everything together, the confusion around stocks, shares, and equity usually comes from the way these words are used casually, not because the concepts are difficult. Stocks refer to the broader market and the idea of investing in companies. Shares are the actual units of ownership you buy in a specific company, and equity is the value of that ownership over time. Once you understand this relationship, a lot of finance content that once felt complicated suddenly starts to make sense. This clarity is important because investing is not just about putting money into the market. It is about understanding what you own and why it matters. If this video helped clear your confusion, make sure to like the video so it reaches more beginners who are struggling with the same questions. Subscribe to the channel for simple, beginner-friendly finance explanations that focus on clarity, not hype. Let me know in the comments if there's any other finance term or topic you'd like explained in the same simple way. And don't miss the next video, where I'll explain how beginners can choose their first stock step by step and start investing with confidence instead of confusion.